I'd like to welcome y'all back to another episode of Tippy's Midwest Cooking Show. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make my deep fried burrito bites, inspired by my love for Chipotle. So, to start this out, for meat, I got steak. I'm using ribeye. I've got some pre-seasoned garlic and herb chicken. I've also got some extra small shrimp. And then for seasonings, and all your seasonings, you know, are to your preference. So for my shrimp, I'm going to be using some ranch seasoning and some Cajun seasoning. For my steak, I'll be using some seasoned salt and a little bit of onion powder. And then, to go along with it, I will also be using a couple canned goods, just because I decided it'd be a lot easier to go the canned route. So, we're going to do our canned Mexican-style rotel. And when I say the easier route, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to be using some canned pinto beans. I've got my rice already made, and I seasoned it with cilantro cubes as it was cooking. And then I've got some Italian 6 cheese blend and some taco cheese blend. And last but not least, we got us some good old instant flour tortilla mix. So today I will be teaching you just how to put the mixture together. So we're going to start out with the steak. Like I said, I'm just going to season it with some seasoned salt. I'm going to be doing a reverse sear again. So that means you're going to want to start your oven at 275. So we're just going to season these bad boys right up. Grab my onion powder. Make sure that lid's on. There we go. And then, one more other thing that I forgot. I'm going to grab my little knife. I'm just going to stab my steak in the tenderizer. No need to actually use a hammer tenderizer, because then you're going to lose that thickness that you need to do the reverse sear. Alright, seasoned salt. Onion powder. And then you're just going to rub that in. Nice and good like. Flip it back over. Oh, before I flip, I'm going to stab the other side. And like I said, you don't want to use a hammer tenderizer, because you don't want to lose that thickness consistency, because that is one of the keys to getting a perfect medium rare steak every time, is having that thickness consistency. Alright, my oven's preheated and ready to go, so all I do now, take it, throw it in my oven, set the timer for 45 minutes. Now it's time, while our steak's in the oven, we're going to do our shrimp. So, depending on how much you want, how many people you're cooking for, I'm probably going to do 2 handfuls out of this big bag. Maybe just a little more. There we go. Get that up out of my way. Get my hands dry. Alright, like I said, we're going to be hitting it. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to be hitting it with some ranch seasoning. Don't be afraid to douse it. And then just a little bit, not a whole lot. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on your preference on spiciness. Got some of this good old Cajun seasoning. Just like so. And then you're just gonna stir it around. And these are pre-cooked, so all you have to do is reheat them. Oh, it smells so good. I'm going to hit it with a little bit more ranch, not much. Well, that was... I'm going to have to offset that with just a tad more. There we go. Smallest notch. There we go. Get our seasonings closed up and out of the way. Just like so. You know what? And I might even turn this bad boy up a little so I can get a nice good sear on it. Look at that, you can see all the ranch seasoning. It looks beautiful. So somebody once asked me what my favorite recipe was, and this one right here, or the next one that I'm going to be making, is by far my absolute favorites. And that's just because I grew up loving Chipotle. And then, obviously, Qdoba came along, which is a little closer. But that's what inspired this idea. Same with the burrito bowls. I'll just teach you guys how to make your own at home. And then we're just going to toss the lid on. And I'm just going to let these cook for a little bit until they're reheated all the way through. And I'll see you guys once they're done. Our shrimp are done. As you can see, everything's cooked all the way through. Oh, I wish you guys could smell it. So good. So now what I'm going to do, turn it off, push it forward, drop it on down in the bowl. And then then what we're going to do is I'm going to grab just rinse off my cutting board quick. And then grab my knife. So that way, by the time that the steak is done, I can also do my chicken while it's cooking. Also what I'm going to do, just going to give this bad boy a quick rinse out. Just like that. There we go. There we go. The nice part is we don't have very much chicken to do. Just enough to even out this beautiful ratio. So now that we got it tore open, I'm just going to start. I'm just going to cut this bad boy right down the middle. Just like that. Turn it. Boom. I've actually been really excited to show you guys this recipe. Like I said, it's one of my absolute favorites. And it's so simple. And you don't need that much to get full. You'll probably eat them past being full, but you really don't need that much to get full. And this mixture sits in the fridge overnight. Hold it right there, just like that. Want some more done. It'll honestly probably be more shrimp and steak than chicken. I just wanted a little bit of everything. Sometimes you overbuy, sometimes you underbuy. I just made a new dip that I will be teaching you guys in the future. I call it my summertime dip, or grilling dip. And I way overdid that one with all the ingredients, but it didn't even matter because it was just so good. And a lot of the times that's all that matters. Well, also as long as, it's not overflowing either. I mean, it was, but it wasn't, I'm pretty sure everybody's had those moments where they've cooked until, or prepped until their pot or whatever was overflowing with the recipe that they were making. It happens. Nothing wrong with that. Some of these right here I might just cube down a little smaller. I think I will. Just to give me a little more meat. Or at least to look like there's more meat in the dish. We got 31 minutes left on that steak. Like I said, this chicken will be done by then. Well done by then. I should say well done before then. Not well done. Medium rare, how it should be. It's a little pink in the middle still. Just absolute amazingness. I remember the first time I had a medium rare steak, I fell in love. And growing up, it was, you know, the kids always had to eat our steaks well done. Don't understand why. You had to sit and chew and chew and chew and chew and chew and chew. Alright, chicken's all cut up. Now that our chicken's all cut up, it's time to start cooking it. You guys know the drill on this. For those of you that religiously watch, like I said, it's not going to be a lot of chicken, but it's going to be enough to get the job done. So we're just going to let that sit until it starts heating up. And then once it starts cooking, I'm just going to throw the lid on it and let it do its thing. We got 27 minutes on our steak. And like I said, this chicken will be done way before that time is up. Look at that, you can already hear it. See, look at that, it's already starting to cook. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I probably could have chopped that piece down a little more. Thought I got them all, but I guess not. There's nothing wrong with that. As you can see, as it cooks, it'll start to turn a whitish color. So now what we're going to do, we're just going to lay this all out just like so. Throw our lid on and let that chicken sizzle. And I will see y'all as soon as this chicken is all done. Alright, chicken's all done. As you can see, it's got a nice sear to it too, with some very beautiful color. I wish you guys could smell this. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll shut it off, push it back. I drained my shrimp juice, and then we're just going to take our chicken, mix it on in with our shrimp. Just like so. And we've only got 19 minutes left. On our steak. And then after our steak's done, I'll show you guys how to finish this recipe off. Steak is done. After I pulled it out of the oven, I let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes so that way it could suck all those juices back up. So now we're going to sear these bad boys. And I can do more than one at a time. And all it takes is to get your pan really hot. So I'm going to turn this bad boy on sear. Just like so. There you go. You can already hear it. You see that? I don't know. Yep, you guys can see it. See that nice little, the juices starting to come out. So what you're going to do is once your pan gets hot enough, obviously, if you're using a stove, you're going to want to preheat your pan, you know, to a nice sear temperature. And then after that, it's a minute per side. Alright, so I'd say that's good for temp. I'm going to move them a little just to make sure. There we go. Yeah, you hear that? Beautiful. Alright, there's 1 minute there. And obviously my sear in here is going to be totally different than what your sear in a pan's going to be. Because this is an induction top. So, plus it's electric. So obviously, you know, you're not going to get that nice marks, grill marks. There we go. But in a pan, you know, you can get a beautiful charred sear. But this one, I haven't quite figured it out yet. I haven't been able to, you know, get a nice sear, actually. And I don't want to, you know, cook it too long, because right now, the inside is a beautiful medium rare. And I don't want to lose that. Maybe what I'll do is, after I flip these, maybe I'll flip them to the other side again, because obviously, after I flipped it, this pan, as you can see the steam rolling out, has gotten a chance to get a little bit hotter. And the only bad thing that I have to say about this top and this pan is you can't use it unless you have something inside it. So there's no actual, you know, letting the pan itself preheat, because it's bad for the pan and it's bad for the cooktop. Sucks, but what can you do? There we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit. I just wanted to see what she looked like on the other side. Start at 30 seconds. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Alright, there we go. Flip. Oh yeah, there's a nice sear. Like I said, you know, it's not all the way across, but whatever. And we'll go for another 30. Alright, let's check the other side. There we go. I think I'm just going to call that good before it, you know, cooks it past my medium rare. So now that that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to hurry up. I just want to put that lid. We're going to put that down. the other back on the rack. Other one back on the rack. Oh yeah, that's nice. I think I might need a fork. Just maybe. Alright. Oh yeah, you can still feel that beautiful medium rareness. You want to see it? You guys want to see it? I'll pick this one up with my hands. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful medium rare. Back that knife up a little so I'm not destroying anything. There we go. Look at these bad boys. Look at that juice. Get these bad boys back in line. I'll do these first. Just like that. And you're just going to cut them on down into cubes. Look at that. Just beautiful medium rare all the way around. I'll even cut that one down. Look at them juices just trying to escape. Just beautiful. Alright. So we're going to move that up out of the way. Pull my bowl up here. Pour my steak on in there. Grab another one. Now this isn't so bad. It's not as hot now that I let it sit in that rack. Oh, I wish you guys could smell this. I seriously wish phones had the ability to smell. Just amazing. Look at that. Can you smell me? I wish. I wish y'all could smell this shrimp and this chicken. Oh, and this rice. I took a bite of this rice. That cilantro just adds the icing on the cake. Look at that, you just see how the knife just slides right through it like butter just because of that beautiful medium rareness. Oh, there we go. Now I got it focused. There you go. You gotta get that camera to stay focused. Look at all them juices. I'll be a meat eater till the day I die. Alright, now we're going to move this out of the way. Get everything mixed together. You got our shrimp, you got our chicken. Just like that. Now that our mixture is all mixed together, or our meat mixture anyways, we're going to take our rice And we're going to start folding that in. Just like so. Spin that bowl if you want. And I've still got rice in there, so this is going to be a nice, very, very nice consistency. Ratio consistency, I should say. We got just enough steak. Just enough rice, just enough chicken, just enough shrimp. Let's get that stirred in nice and good. And then, the beauty of it all, I've already opened my cans. I'm going to toss our Rotel in. And this will act as your salsa that you would get on your burrito. Or your pico de gallo. Now, the pinto beans. I like pinto beans way more than I like the taste of black beans. And you can use more than one can. And I just might, can't tell yet. I don't know, it's a pretty good consistency with everything. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Alright, so there you have it. There's step one, or part one I should say. Using rice, your choice of meat, whether you want it to be pork, chicken, steak, shrimp. I used some cilantro seasoning for my rice. I used some Rotel as the pico de gallo, and some pinto beans. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot. The most important thing. The thing that helps all this bind together the most are cheese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use half a bag of each. Because when you go to Qdoba or Chipotle, you have options. So here, we're going to have options too. Get that bad boy mixed on in. It's not gonna melt. It might not. No, it's not guaranteed to melt, I should say. It's just supposed to mix in. It makes this easier for tomorrow because cheese makes everything easier to scoop. Like I said, half a bag each. Alright, Now we're going to throw in our other half, a bag of our other cheese. Just like this. And like I said, it just makes everything so much easier to scoop. So you're just going to get that completely stirred in. There we go. Alright, now that it's all stirred in, you're going to set this in the fridge overnight. And I will see you guys for part 2 tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow. Show y'all how to throw it all together. Now back for part 2 of my burrito bites. So today, for part 2, obviously we got our mixture that we made yesterday, and then we've got our instant tortilla mix. So I'm going to teach y'all how to get the tortilla mix ready. So, depending on how many people you're cooking for, the directions say half cup of warm water to 2 cups of instant tortilla mix. So you're going to start out one cup. I'm going to be cooking for a couple people, so I'm going to be doing 4 cups. So there's 2 cups. Three cups. Grab a little more, set it on top, make a little bit of a mess. Because what's a good recipe without a little bit of mess? There's 4 cups. Alright, now that we got our 4 cups, I'm hoping this is a large enough bowl. Usually I just do 8, but like I said, I'm cooking for more people, so I'm doubling my batch. So now I need 1 cup of warm water. And you're just going to pour that in, and you're going to start just kneading it with your hands. And the directions say to knead all your ingredients together for about 5 minutes. You see this consistency where it's falling apart? That's not what you want. You want it to be smooth and elastic. So you're just going to keep doing this for 5 minutes. And look at that, it's already starting. And if it's at all sticky, then you just add a little bit more mix. It gets messy, so don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. Alright, now that you guys see what to do, you're pretty much just going to knead it just over and over until eventually it'll become smooth and it won't be that crumbly texture no more. So now that you guys see how to do this, take what you got in the bottom, get that folded on in, just like so. Just keep folding it in. Look at that. Almost got it all together. Starting to get our consistency. I'll show you. So you want that instead of that. So you just still all crumbly. Whereas this, it's stretchable. Alright, so now that you guys see how it's done, I'm not going to bore y'all with 5 minutes of me playing with some dough. So I'll see y'all as soon as it's fully kneaded. Alright, now our tortilla dough is nice and kneaded. You can see it's all smooth. No more crumbling texture. I can pull it and stretch it now without it crumbling apart. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take a cloth, and I'm going to use this one. You're going to get it a little bit wet. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that wet cloth, just damp. You just want it to be damp. You're just going to put it over the top of your tortilla dough, just like so. And you're going to set a timer for 15 minutes. And once that timer is done, it's time to show you guys the final phase of making these burrito bites. I can't wait to show y'all the rest. See y'all in 15 minutes. It's officially been 15 minutes. Now it's time to teach you guys how to throw these burrito bites together. So you're just going to take a chunk of your tortilla, twist it off, just like so. And then, what really helps so it doesn't stick, is take a little bit of your mixture and throw it on your working surface. Just like that. Now, what we're gonna do is you're just gonna flatten that bad boy out. Get it stretched as far as you can. Just pull on it. And if need be, you just use your rolling pin and get that bad boy rolled on out flat. The goal is to not have it too thick. Sometimes it'll get stuck to your rolling pin too, so if you want, you can take some of that flour and just rub it on your rolling pin. Almost done. Alright, so now that you got it all flattened out, you're going to take your mixture that you prepared last night and an ice cream scoop, and you're just going to take a scoop of that mixture and toss that bad boy on in the center. And then just like with the stuffed meatballs, you're just going to fold your backside your sides. Push that in a little. And then once it's all together, you're just going to squeeze everything together nice and tight. There we go. Just knead it all together into a ball. Just like so. It's going to still look like a flower once you're done. Just toss that into your fryer basket. I'll teach you guys how to make 3 of them, and then I'll do the rest myself. Flatten it out, spin it, get it stretched. It'd probably be a lot easier if I had a tortilla press, but I don't, so just gotta work with what I got. Careful not to burn yourself. Another ball of mixture. Fold up. Fold over. Crimp them bad boys together. Your other side, same thing. Push it in. Take that last end up and over. Just like that. And then finish it off just like you do the meatballs. The goal is to get them into ball form. There we go, that one's a lot better. Smash this one down. Rolling pin. Spin it. Spin it. Stretch it. Spin it. Alright, there you go. There's our third one. Mixture. I'm going to make sure it's going to come out. There we go. Just push that on down. Alright, take it. Stretch it over the top, sides, and finally your last end. Take it, work that bad boy into a ball. Alright, like I said, I was gonna make 3 for y'all, which is exactly what I just did. just trying to get one more. Not one more. Get this first one to go together. It's not wanting to cooperate, so that's okay. There we go. There we go. Get it sealed up again. Alright, so there's 3 of them. And I'll finish the rest myself. See y'all when they're all formed. I got 6 of them done to fit in the basket. Now you're just going to drop them on down into your oil. Let them cook 1 to 3 minutes or until golden brown. And I'll see y'all when they're done. Alright, they're officially golden brown. So, I just realized that not everybody's going to be using a deep fryer. So, you're just going to want to keep an eye on them. I say 1 to 3. They can go all the way up to 5 minutes. So now, what we're going to do is I'm going to push this back, just like so. Pull out our platter. Look at that. Beautiful golden brown. And I'm going to use a knife. Get that chicken fat out of there. And they are done. Like I said, 1 to 5 minutes should be perfect. So now you two at home can make these delicious burrito bites using rice, meat of your choice. I used shrimp, medium rare steak, and garlic and herb pre-seasoned chicken, Mexican style rotel, a can of pinto beans, cheeses of your choice, seasonings of your choice, and then obviously the instant tortilla mix. Make sure it's flour, the instant flour tortilla mix. And then for dipping, you can use whatever you want. Sour cream, chile con queso, hot sauce. You can crack them open and use a little bit of lemon and lime on the inside, just like they do at Chipotle and Qdoba. But like I said, using rice, meat of your choice, Mexican rotel, pinto beans, cheese of your choice, an instant tortilla mix. You too can now make these delicious burrito bites at home. Like always, like it, share it, comment it, tell everybody about it. Your mom, your sister, your dad, your baby mama, your side chick, your side dude, whoever you want to tell, just go ahead and tell them. Because these things are phenomenal. Alright, I'd like y'all take the time to thank y'all again for watching another episode of Tippy's Midwest Cooking Show. Y'all take it easy. I'm gonna go eat. And remember, don't knock it till you try it.